Hi, I hope you're ready to learn some new vocabulary or some more vocabulary and to practice some of the vocabulary that you already know. I'm going to demonstrate some signs and voice the sign at the same time, and then I'm going to take those signs and put them into a short story with no voice, with no captions, with no subtitles, just for you to try to figure out what I'm saying. Now try to remember, just in brief, the syntax of ASL is different from that of English. In a basic sense, the syntax goes time word first, or time sign first, then noun, then adjective, then verb. T-N-A-V, time, noun, adjective, verb. You know, of course, there's other parts of speech like prepositions and adverbs and other things. But we're just trying to look at it in a real simplified sense right now. Sign language is much more complex than just time, noun, adjective, verb, but it gives you something to hold on to for now and to start with, a starting point. And so that's what we're going to start with. Remember, when you have a question in ASL, there won't be any questions in this little story, but when you do have a question, you always put the question word, the WH word, who, what, where, when, how, which, you always put that at the end of the question. Okay. So first of all, we're going to have two loan signs in this story. You know, loan signs are composed of a few letters that are used from the English alphabet, but then they become a sign. So the sign for, first I'll say it, is the United States. United States, and the sign is like this. So you make like a circle, counterclockwise, making the U and the S. The next is back. The sign for back. Not this back, your back, but going back, coming back, calling back. And it depends which direction you want to do it in, but that's back. Okay. Now for the other signs, they're not loan signs, they're just other signs are. First one is delicious. Delicious. Perfect. Fruit. Almost. Weather. Like snow, rain, windy, cold, hot. Country. There's two ways of signing that country. You can do it like this, or you can do it like that. Back. No, we did back already, sorry. Beautiful. Go, the verb to go. Family. Want. Don't want. Live. Here. Now the directions of the compass, north, south, east, and west, you just use the first letter of each one of those words and you move your hand in that direction according to the compass from your point of view. North, south, east, west. America. And the verb to like when you like something because it's something that's good for you or you like it. It's like. And don't like. Okay, now the story. You might have to go through it a few times. You should be able to understand most of it because I'm not going to be signing at full speed. Okay, here we go. So hopefully you understood most of that. If you didn't, go through it again, practice the signs. I'm going to let the tape roll for about a minute. You can turn it off now or go to another video or go back to the beginning because YouTube seems to be cutting off the last minute or so of my videos. So I'm just going to let it roll. I'm going to talk to you. Maybe I can give you some advice on signing and on practice. You just have to study a lot, get a good sign language book. I recommend this one. This one's pretty good. It's called, let me put it a little bit closer so you can read it. It's called the American Sign Language Handshake Dictionary by Richard A. Tennant and Marianne Glusack Brown. I recommend this one because it's published by Gallaudet University Press. The quality is really good of the pictures. You can see the pictures are very clear, and they give a solid description of how to do the sign. They tell you the hand orientation, the handshake. And what's nice about this book is it's not an alphabetical order from a hearing or a spoken language point of view. It's from a deaf point of view or a visual point of view. It shows the hand shape, and it puts the hand shapes into an order, and it divides half of the dictionary in one signs that you do with just one hand and signs that you do with two hands, and the different hand shapes that you might use. So it's really neat. It's a good way of looking at it. And in the back of the book there is a glossary which is in alphabetical order, so you can look up a word and then see how the sign is done. But it's nice because it's one of the first, I think maybe the first dictionary that has ever been made, that if you saw a sign and you saw the sign but you didn't understand what it means, if you could analyze the sign and remember the way the sign is made, you could look it up. Oh, excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. You could look it up in the book once you learn the method on how to, what the hand shapes are. So that's kind of a cool way of devising this instead of putting it in alphabetical word order. And it also has like a description on how ASL works. I think that's enough time. I'm going to cut it off there. I'll see you in the next video.